Yo, what's poppin'? So what if I told you that everything that you've been told about losing weight is actually not the full picture? That is because losing weight doesn't just come from burning fat. You can actually lose weight from ways that are harmful. There are three main ways that your body sheds weight, and if you don't know the difference, you could be sabotaging your progress without even realizing it. This is why proper fat loss goes way deeper than just simply eat less, move more. Let's break it down. To those of you that are new here, my name is Gideon. I'm a certified personal trainer, and I specialize in helping individuals lose body fat. And without further ado, let's get into today's video. See, when you lose weight, it comes from one of these three main areas, and that is either water, muscle, or fat. Now, ideally, you want this weight loss to come from either water or fat. So while being in a calorie deficit is necessary to lose weight, that alone can't help you determine where you're actually losing that weight from. Now, diving deeper, the worst type of weight loss that can occur is from muscle. See, when you lose muscle, that instantly slows down your metabolism. This will lead to higher fat storage naturally while making you feel sluggish due to lower energy levels. Now, a better case scenario is going to be water loss. Realistically, in your first 2 weeks of your weight loss journey, 30 to 70% of that is just going to be coming from water. And that'll be due to the less carb and sodium intake in your diet. Now, I'm not somebody who agrees with the whole carbs make you fat by any means, but when you do eat a lot of carbs, it tends to store more water in your muscles and your liver. So naturally, when your carb intake is lower, your body burns through more glycogen. And those of you who aren't familiar, glycogen is just a fancy word for carbs. And when this happens, this will lead to a drop in water weight. Now, there are some other ways that you can prevent excess water from being stored in your body, such as watching your sodium intake. Try to stay anywhere under 2,300 milligrams per day. And while you're at it, be sure to consume foods that contain either magnesium or potassium. Now, some great sources of magnesium are going to be leafy green foods, nuts, seeds, and avocados. While some great sources of foods that have potassium are going to be bananas, sweet potatoes, spinach, and also avocados. And I mean, best scenario is when the weight that you're losing actually comes from fat. Like, I personally lost over 40 pounds last year, and I can guarantee you at least 20 of those pounds were straight from fat. See, when your body accumulates excess fat, it does a lot more than just make it harder to see your abs. Like, it actually affects your health. Like, it not only puts you at a higher risk for things such as heart disease, but it also puts you at a higher likelihood for things such as type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure. And before I dive in about how to target fat loss specifically, I have to address something. That is, you cannot spot reduce fat. For example, no amount of sit-ups, planks, or crunches is going to get your abs to show if you have a wall of fat laying on top of them. Your body just does not work like that. Now, there are three main components when it comes to losing body fat. One is being in a calorie deficit. This is required. Two is going to be strength training or increasing your activity level. And three is going to be eating a well-balanced diet with plenty of protein. Now, component number one is going to be a calorie deficit, and as I said, that is required. Now, the reason this is essential is because your body needs a certain amount of energy or calories in order to function throughout the day. Now, if you eat more than that number, then the excess amount that you eat more than is more than likely going to get stored as fat. But if you eat under that number, then it's going to have to pull from somewhere else in order to make up the difference. Now, that somewhere else, ideally, we want it to be that stored fat. And reason number two is going to be strength training. And if you aren't aware, strength training is the key to losing body fat. And when I say strength training, I specifically mean lifting heavy weights, meaning you want to be doing 80% of your 1 rep max, anywhere between 1 to 12 reps. And if you want to build upon the actual strength of that specific muscle, then you want to be doing closer to 85 to 95% of your 1 rep max, followed by a rep count of 1 to 6 reps. And once you find that you're actually able to hit that 6th rep for that weight, then you want to gradually increase the weight over time. That's what's called progressive overload. And component number three is going to be a balanced diet. A diet is what's going to fuel your workouts, but the most important macro that you need to get in your diet is going to be protein. Now, after an intense workout, your body's going to need time to recover. And if you don't already know, protein is what your muscles are made out of. See, whenever you lift weights, you make little tears in your muscle fibers. And your body uses protein in order to repair the muscle fibers. This allows the muscle fibers to be built back stronger, allowing you to handle a bigger load. And after hearing all that, you might be wondering, just how much protein do you actually need? And the truth is, protein varies by individual. It really just matters on your body weight. For sufficient intake, you should aim to get anywhere between 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of body weight, or just 70 to 100% of your body weight. And that's it. Everything I just shared with you is a key to losing weight by primarily targeting fat loss. So if you combine proper strength training with adequate protein, you'll be able to preserve muscle while mainly losing fat. So if you found value in this video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button and hit that bell notification so you never miss another video. My name is Gideon, and I'll catch you in the next one.